So would you say the thing that drives you truly is that you kind of have a second chance here at life, don't you?
Second chance, yeah.
Or third chance.
Maybe a third chance, being a 2-time cancer survivor,
Right.
and also just understanding that we don't have much time. We think we have time. We don't. We got to make decisions because those decisions will impact future generations. Sometimes we'll throw a pebble in the pond, and you're going to see a splash, right? So I want to be the splash and the ripple effect. We always talk about the splash, but most don't talk about the ripple effect. So that one conversation, that one connection, that one relationship, that could lead to great things because now you're having new conversations about your future.
Hello everyone, Alvin Darien here. I spent over 2 decades in the financial industry helping people just like you. As the author of books like Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy and The 8 Financial Breakthroughs, and as the CEO and co-founder of Financial Pro Network, I am proud to present to you the Leadership and Money Podcast.
So I cornered Alvin Darien to talk a little bit more personally. His company is Financial Pro Network, and he does financial planning. That's an understatement, isn't it?
Man, we do financial awakening. But yeah, we help people with all types of their plan towards retirement and help people have income for life and make sure people have their tax advantage plans. So yeah, absolutely.
But how did you get into such a field? Because your education was otherwise.
Well, how much time do we have? Because I can tell you the long story. I came out of Savannah State as an engineer, okay? And I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, my mom's younger sister and my uncle at the time. They was like, come on up here, you can move in with us. We give you your own space downstairs. So it was a great opportunity for me, right? So I decided to leave Savannah. Now, let me back up a little bit. My senior year, I was faced with adversity.
Okay.
2 adversities. Number 1, I was diagnosed with cancer for the first time. And then number 2, my best friend passed away. Oh. So I was dealing with those 2 things at the same time. And then I made that decision to move to Atlanta. And so my auntie and uncle knew what I was going through. And they were like, come on up here, like I said earlier, right? And I moved to Conyers, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. I thought that it was Atlanta, but it was the suburbs of the suburbs.
Okay.
And so immediately I wanted to start looking for a career, looking for a job in my field. Come to find out that engineering was down. Nobody was hiring. Even the Georgia Tech grads couldn't find jobs at the time. So I had a few choices. Go get a master's degree or move to California. Now, I didn't want to move to California, and I was looking at different revenues of income and where can I go and also go to school. Got some calls from financial services firms. And not to call any companies out, but the first firm wanted me to find clients that had $250,000 or more. Now think about it. I'm 23 years old, and I don't know anyone with $250,000.
Right.
The next phone interview, the same thing. So I was like, that's not going to work. And then one day I had a Sports Center rerun day. I was just watching Sports Center reruns. I wanted to take a break from looking for a job because looking for a job is a full-time job, right?
It is, isn't it?
And I was taking a lunch break in between and all. So I got a phone call. I looked at the call ID. At first, I didn't answer. They called back, and the guy had me on the line, and he was telling me about this opportunity. And I said, no, thank you. He said, engineers do very well. I said, sir, thank you for your time. No, thank you. He said, I can tell you this, Alvin. If you have clients that have $50 a month or millions on top of millions, we can work with them. So that kind of kept me on the phone a little bit longer. And then I was getting ready to hang up the phone because I'm like, this is not for me. My uncle walked down the stairs, and he just said, nephew, do you have any interviews? And right before I hung that phone up, I said, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 12. And I haven't looked back. I found my passion that day. I found my passion. They shared with me the rule of 72. They shared with me the tax buckets. They shared with me a lot of great information that I felt everybody needed to see. So I found a career at 23 years old. I was so excited. It was totally different from my education. I was very good at math and science, but I always understood money. And now I have an opportunity to teach people how money works, to teach people how to win the money game. And it's been a great 2 decades. So I've been doing this now 21 years. I got started in this industry, I don't want to say by mistake, but it was by destiny. It was destined.
You had a burning bush moment.
Yes,
Right
had
then
a
and there.
burning bush moment.
That's amazing. And then 20 years later, here you are.
Yes, and I had to beat cancer twice. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor.
Oh my
It
goodness.
came back 3 years later. So, going through those adversities, it gave me the idea to write a book, my first book, Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy. So me going through all of that birthed the book of the first book.
And by the way, we have a second book.
Yep, just
fairly
came
new,
out. Mm-hmm.
The 8 Financial Breakthroughs by Alvin, Darien. You should be so proud.
Well, it's 20 years of understanding and wisdom and 20 years of learning this craft. A doctor practiced medicine, an attorney practiced the law, and we practice money. So we have to get people to understand that there's a lot of information out there on social media that's 1 minute. That 1 minute, somebody can make a decision. But what if you sat down with a financial professional for 60 minutes? It's a big difference. Do you want the 1 minute TikTok or do you want the 60-minute time with a financial professional?
Maybe somebody who is not prepared to sit down with somebody for over a minute is not the person you want to or need to talk to.
The 1 minute could get them in front of us, but the 1 minute can't do the plan for you. Yeah.
Right. And that's the important part, to get that plan together.
Get it together.
What's the most fun or most meaningful part of working with other people?
Well, it's 2 parts to it because I help my team become a better financial professional. So we have about 300 licensed, trained professionals across the country. So half of my day I'm coaching, mentoring, and teaching. The other half I sit with clients. So I still see clients 20 years in this game. Think about it. The average age is 55 years old. I have another decade before I be the average age. So I'm still going to see clients, and I still train and coach our team. So the special moments when I see our team members double their income, or I see our team members or part of the organization, I see people get to the next level of income and really help clients and get their craft down. That's a proud moment for me. And for the client side, when I see people hitting their goals and they are taking the coach, they're being coachable and being held accountable, and now we're getting doubles on their money, and now we went through accumulation, and now we're at distribution, and now they're traveling and sending me pictures, say, hey man, you put this together. Now we have this check coming in for life. I have some clients, they're getting 8 checks.
Because you set them up with different
Types of plans.
Right.
Because we like to ladder the plan.
Oh.
You don't cut on all the income at one time. So you may cut some income on at, now everybody don't get 8 checks. I have a few, but you don't cut all the income at one time, right? So maybe 60 years old, you cut on some income. 65, you cut on some income. 67, you take Social Security. 69, you cut on some income. You gradually build an income, and as the income comes in, now you can focus on building your legacy and building your net worth. That's a proud moment for me.
or spending it all and leaving nothing behind. But
Somebody told me they want their last check to bounce.
yeah, I think that might be me. Boy, that's really some good work that you do. So you coach your team in the morning, and you are still working with clients in the afternoon.
Yes.
That's a busy, busy, busy day.
Yeah, I work half a day,
Aw.
Some people hear half a day and think 4 hours. I hear half a day is 6 hours with clients, 6 hours with the team. So 12-hour days sometimes.
Do you have a favorite professional memory?
One of my favorite professional memories is when we had, on the business side, we had 4 of our team members cross over 6 figures of annual income. From our coaching program, from our environment. We truly believe in LTC, leadership, training, community. Because of the LTC, we're able to change lives. Every time one of our financial professionals help a family, they help their family too. So that's very important. And when I travel with our team, we take a yearly trip, great times. We're starting to do client appreciation events and just having fun. Just enjoy what I'm doing and having a great time doing it.
So would you say the thing that drives you truly is that you kind of have a second chance here? at life, don't you?
Second chance, yeah.
Or third chance.
Maybe a third chance, being a 2-time cancer survivor,
Right.
and also just understanding that we don't have much time. We think we have time. We don't. We got to make decisions, because those decisions will impact future generations. Sometimes we'll throw a pebble in the pond, and you're going to see a splash, right? So I want to be the splash and the ripple effect. We always talk about the splash, but most don't talk about the ripple effect. So that one conversation, that one connection, that one relationship, that could lead to great things, because now you're having new conversations about your future. That's a great feeling, because we're shifting the dynamics of your legacy. Words change everything.
Well, I think you should have a pulpit on Sunday mornings in addition to helping people Monday through Friday. I've really enjoyed our conversation. Alvin, Darien, thanks for spending some time with us, and all the best on your network.
Well, right.
FPN, Financial Pro Network.
Financial Pro Network, and we do have a new book right now. We just launched it last week on Amazon Prime, and just excited to get this in someone's hands. Sometimes when you look at a football game or a basketball team or basketball game, right, you understand there's a playbook and there's a game plan. We're going to give you both. We're going to give you the playbook and the game plan. So if you go through the 8 financial breakthroughs, you're going to have some breakthroughs, and there's homework in here. There's a workbook coming. So we're just having fun teaching people how to win the money game.
Thank you for your time today. Have a productive day and not a busy day. To all the world champions and first-generation millionaires, I will see you at the top, because the bottom is too crowded with excuses. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care, and God bless everyone.